Hello and good evening, everybody, to today's broadcast on Grizz TV of some men's basketball. The Franklin College Grizzlies taking on the Transylvania Pioneers in what is going to be a massive conference game, obviously, today. I am Luke Shepard alongside my partner, Tyler Young. Tyler, what are you thinking? Today's obviously a big matchup.
Oh, yeah.
Transy, one of the top teams in the conference, and Franklin. I believe, Transy tied for first in the conference. Franklin currently sixth,
Yep.
but right there with that group in terms of record.
Yeah, and as you said, Franklin's sixth in the conference, but there's only 2 games in between first and sixth place in the HCAC right now in basketball. I mean, there is not a lot of breathing room for any of these teams. And, Franklin coming off 2 back-to-back road losses in a kind of heartbreaking fashion almost. They were having such an incredible turnaround of their year, but they got another chance here at home against a very tough, a very well-known opponent as well, Transylvania. They've been killing it all year. And Franklin College is going to have a test today here tonight at the Spurlock Center. But overall, I mean, it will be a fantastic matchup, as you had mentioned.
No, absolutely. And, last time these two teams met at Transylvania, Franklin actually came out on top with a 9-point win, 175-66. LeBron Benny Powell was the star of that game. The only current double-digit scorer from that game on the team now. The only other one was Braylon Russell, but LeBron Benny Powell with 26 points on 6 for 9 shooting. He shot 10 for 13 from the free throw line, so clearly he was doing a good job of getting the whistle and attacking the basket. And for Transylvania, it was Drew Marshall. Drew Marshall dominated with 23 points and 9 rebounds. He was really efficient as well.
Oh, yeah.
So it seemed like it was a physical game inside. Obviously, we weren't there for it, but it was definitely a game where both teams were taking it to each other, and both teams didn't shoot super well from the field.
No.
Franklin, I believe, jumped their field goal percentage 53% in the second half after 32% in the first half, and then they went up to 58% from 3 in the second half. An unbelievable turnaround it seemed to be for the win last time, so we'll see how it goes today.
Yeah, you said it. They shot very well in that second half. I mean, they only made 1 3-pointer in that first half against Transylvania earlier in the year, and then they turned it around and drilled 7 3-pointers in the second half, shooting of 58%, as you had mentioned. But also in that game, Transylvania comes in here averaging, I believe, 41 rebounds per game. And in that game, it was actually Franklin College that controlled the glass that night. They were on the glass 44-34 on the rebounds. They even had 16 second chance points. And to get a road win like that on 9 points, you got to credit the ability that they had in the post play, and that's what they're going to need to replicate tonight. Transylvania's coming in here with a bad taste in their mouth from a home loss to Franklin earlier. That was their last loss of the year as well. They've won 7 in a row in the conference, so Franklin College is going to have a test tonight here, and I'm very excited for this highly anticipated matchup.
Me as well. So we're going to do the national anthem and starting lineups. We'll be right back with you after the break. welcome everybody back after finishing the national anthem and starting lineups. Some different lineups for the Grizzlies today.
Yeah, you said it. I don't believe we've seen a lineup with LeBron, Benny Powell, and Justin Harrington starting on the court for the Grizzlies. Usually that's one of them is starting, or maybe one of them's coming off the bench to provide a spark plug. It looks like Chris Hamilton's going to switch it up and get both his spark plugs out there and see if he can create some fire.
Yeah, no Rohan Pearson tonight for the Grizzlies, so that is going to be impactful alongside Zarian Moore, who has also been out.
Yeah, those are a few guys that play at the guard position that provide a lot of depth and a lot of structure to this offense and this defense, especially with Zarian Moore. It'll be a couple crucial losses for Franklin tonight, but we'll see how Chris Hamilton and these Grizzlies adjust.
Yep, it'll be some of the the lower end of the bench depth that we're going to see tonight, some different players. As Matthews dribbling at top of the key, gets it out to Beverly, who won the tip, and he was short on the three. As now here comes Transy, moving quick, a team that averaged 16 assists per game.
Yeah, they sure love to share the rock.
Marshall, nice dish down low and up and in. Too easy already from Hunter Barr. And obviously Hunter Barr, kind of the leader of this Transy team, averaging 18 points for them on the season, but wasn't as impactful when he played the Grizzlies at home last time. Matthews trying to go all the way, not able to finish, but it goes out. And it'll call Franklin ball.
Yeah, and Cooper Matthews, another guy that didn't play that much of a pivotal role in the win against Transylvania earlier in the year. He fouled out, I believe, at the last minute of the game. I believe the Grizzlies were going to close it out at the end anyway, but still he held only to 8 points and grabbed 5 fouls on the night. So,
yeah, it wasn't, I'm sure, to be expecting a bigger night from Cooper Matthews, and Justin Harrington with a nice backdoor cut, I believe off the dish from Benny Powell. And Franklin getting their first points on the board a minute into the game. Good shadow defense from Beverly is have to look for an outlet. They get it back inside to Barr, but he fumbles it away, and it's going to be Grizzlies basketball.
Yeah, and how good is Dylan Beverly? We have spoken so highly on his defense all year, standing at 6'6". He's got excellent frame. He's got quick feet. He is like a glue trap. It is impossible to shake him off.
And Matthews gets open from deep, not able to cash in. Good board by Marshall, and he's taking it up the floor quickly. We've seen that multiple times now already in the first couple minutes.
Yeah, and in Transylvania's last win against Bluffton at home, Drew Marshall pulled in 19 rebounds of his own. So we're going to need to be able to on the lookout for Drew Marshall.
Absolutely. And Matthews loses possession. It goes out of bounds. Transy ball. And while this game is going on, the women's game actually started, I believe, at 7 o'clock, around 7 o'clock. Transy is currently up 33-23 with 4 minutes, just under 4 minutes left to play in the second quarter of that game. So we'll keep you updated as that game goes along. Harrington playing good perimeter defense here. And it gets stolen away. Harrington, he's taking it all the way, moving fast. Ooh. Not able to finish on the layup. McNabb with a rebound. He dishes it out and goes down, and Matthews goes down hard on the loose ball. They get a foul call, and it'll be a side out here for the Grizzlies.
Yeah, that was an excellent play by Harrington on the ball. Unable to get the finish, but, Connor McNabb, like a shark in the water. He had 10 rebounds in the win against Transylvania earlier in the year. That's another guy you're going to need to be locked in the post. He's going to need to play a bloody game. He's going to need to get physical down there against Transylvania, who pulls in 41 rebounds a game compared to Franklin's 33.
Yeah, and, like you said, though, last time out, Franklin was able to come out on top in the rebounding, so maybe they have the key as Beverly gets a little bit of positioning, goes all the way. Doesn't get the roll. And McNabb ends up with it on the rebound. Another offensive rebound for him. And Matthews tries to dish it away. It gets stolen. He's off balance. Matthews double teaming in the backcourt.
Ooh,
and it could go away.
Yep.
Grizzly ball.
Yeah, Matthews and Beverly had Ian Reister there, just absolutely swarmed. He couldn't dribble the ball, so he had to throw it away somehow, and just a little bit of a miscommunication, but overall great pressure defense by Franklin College, something we see all the time.
No, yeah, absolutely. A theme. Averages about 10 steals a game. Now, this Transy team does not like to turn the ball over, so it's going to be hard for Franklin to get those turnovers as McNabb working down low on Smith, and he gets the foul call. He's going to go shoot 2. And Connor McNabb, a 76% or 77% free throw shooter. Not shot too many on the year, but shot 13 total as he goes to the line. Been a consistent starter for about half the second half of the year. And the first one rims out. Commentator's curse.
You know it all too well, don't you?
Seems like it. And Smith already going to the bench. He does not have, or he does have 2 personal fouls, so an early benching for Jackson Smith, and the Pioneers have to go a little bit deeper into their rotation. Dakota Capps, the senior backup guard out there. And good kick out from Reeser. Step back 3, not able to get there. Capps going all the way, kicks it out for 3. No good. And an offensive rebound from Reeser. Trying to go all the way, kicks it back out to Capps. Amazing ball movement from the Pioneers here. They kick it back out. Reeser for 3. No good. Off the back of the backboard, and the ball hit Benny Powell in the face, and it ended up with the Pioneers. And
I believe they reset the shot clock, even though that the shot from Reeser never hit the rim.
Yeah, so only 4 seconds now on the shot clock. Does kind of stop the flow of play now, gives them a chance to catch it in. Barr, he's going to have to step back and shoot a 3. Air ball, that's a shot clock violation.
Yeah, and Transylvania, something they love to do is they move constantly. Whether they're cutting through the paint, they're moving and away from the ball, screens around the perimeter. Franklin College is going to be on their toes all night, and they just did a perfect defensive possession right there. I mean, Transylvania got up, I believe, two bad shots, 2 bad looks that didn't really connect with the rim. Although they did grab a couple offensive rebounds. Something we're going to be needing to look out for tonight is the offensive glass on both ends now, apparently. I mean, Connor McNabb has 2 early himself, and now Transylvania just got 2 of their own on that possession.
Yeah, both defenses off to kind of a hot start, and the way to beat a pressure defense is by moving the ball. And so Transy does a good job of that, but then Franklin can also exploit, some areas of their ball movement with that pressure. I mean, it's been a defensive game so far. 4 minutes played. Grizzlies only up 3-2 after the free throw made from Connor McNabb. And bench is still in the huddle here. We should be coming out of this timeout soon, so we'll stay with you. 1:25 left in that women's game as Transylvania holds a 9-point lead, 35-26. Leading scorer for the Grizzlies, Peyton C. with 7 points. And for Rose Holman, it's Riley Flynn who has 10 points. She had those really early.
Yeah, Transylvania, as you had mentioned, 16 assists per game coming into this one. Franklin College is a team that lives in the passing lanes. They average 10 steals a game. This is like 2 giants on each of the end colliding with each other. It's going to be interesting to see who comes out on top in that matchup.
No, for sure. 2 of, the best teams in the conference kind of fighting for that 1 seed.
Both teams clinched in the tournament.
Yep. Oh, so Grizzlies likely will host a home game. The men's team still in the mix to try and figure out if they will, as Harrington turns the ball away. It'll go back to the Pioneers. And Idlet kicks it down as Barr takes it all the way. Strong take from the big man.
Yeah, McNabb's going to have his hands full with Hunter Barr all night. I mean, 19 points per game. He can shoot. He can drive the lane. He's a very good offensive player and a defensive vocal leader.
Yeah, 6'8", the big forward. Rangy as well. As now Harrington trying to go all the way up and under. A little too much as now Marshall sprinting up the floor, trying to go coast to coast. Capps kicks it back out as Transy resets their offense. 15 minutes still left to play in this first half. Kicks it out in the corner for three. Idlet cashes in. Nothing but net, and the Pioneers take a 7-3 lead.
Yeah, the first three in this game so far. So far, this game's been controlled by turnovers, 7 total in the first 6 minutes.
Both offenses still trying to find their groove. Transy maybe doing it. Benny Powell for three, not able to get it to go. Barr comes down with it. Ooh. And a lot of people calling for a travel after Marshall slid his feet.
This is a matchup Hunter Barr likes one-on-one.
Harrington jumped the passing lane. It'll stay with Transylvania, though. And we're going to get some substitutions. So Jesse Fairs, Will Spellman, and that is Nate Wilson coming into the game for Connor McNabb, Dylan Beverly, and Harrington. Or no, not Harrington. Harrington is still in the game, sorry.
Yeah, you know, it did look like he was on the bench talking to Hamilton. Or no, he is.
No, he is.
He is out of the game. I thought he was in the, good Lord.
We couldn't even see from the angle. They were right by each other. Fairs sends it back.
Beautiful defensive play by Fairs to slide his feet and get in a great position to contest Barr right at the rim.
Yeah, tough block. Franklin definitely needed that. The fresh sub. Jesse Fairs, and he's looking for it down low.
Yeah, he wants it. He's got the mismatch.
Yeah, on Idlet. But stolen away by Dakota Caps. And Matthews shakes the glass.
Met him right there. That's the move he loves to go up for, is that swat right off the glass.
Yeah, you could see him kind of building up for it as he was getting ready to defend the play, and it was good enough defense to stop the layup from happening, as now Franklin will take it from underneath the basket, Nate Wilson. And we're going to substitution for Transy. That's Reeser coming out of the game. I'm trying to see who came in. That is number 33.
Oh, what a move by Fairs. It gets it to Spellman.
Ooh, tough pass inside.
Good eyes by Fairs to see Spellman right there, even though he was on that, like, midway through his spin move.
Yeah, took the words right out of my mouth. And trying to go all the way. Idlet, little fadeaway. No good, in and out. And an offensive rebound again for Transy. Nice pass inside,
wow.
Gets it to Barr.
Yep. Drew Marshall living in the paint, getting those offensive rebounds. That's something he loves to do, and Franklin College is going to need to keep an eye on number one, make sure he's not doing anything stupid or silly.
Yeah, Marshall been moving a lot. Trying to go coast to coast and taking it up the court quickly.
Ooh,
Is
what
Fairs.
a move by Fairs.
Tough reverse layup, finishing, and now he's getting caught on the fast break. And he maybe hit the ball, but they were still able to finish with Idlet, and now we're going to get a timeout here from the Grizzlies. 11-7. Transy still holds the lead. 12:30 left to play in the first half. We'll be right back with you after the break. And back coming out of the break, Franklin has possession, 11-7 lead for Transy, 12:20 to play in this first half. Nate Wilson taking the ball up, the freshman guard. Gonna have to play some big minutes tonight. Gets a screen from Spellman. Fakes a screen on Beverly. Kicks it out. He's got Matthews. Pull up Jay. No good. In and out. But Beverly gets the offensive rebound off the tip. Matthews gives it to Fairs. Beverly cashes in. The Grizzlies put the lead within 1.
Keeping possessions alive, giving more looks to your shooters. That's beautiful basketball being played by Franklin College right now.
Yeah, great ball movement, taking a page out of Transy's book, and missed 3 there, and Matthews ends up with the rebound. Franklin has numbers. Matthews taking it all the way, the rim runner! And the Grizzlies take the lead, 12-11. And
oh my goodness!
Barr wasn't able to finish on the oop. And Franklin trying to take advantage.
Watching some of these fast breaks develop is like watching the horses leave the gate, man. I mean, when Cooper Matthews gets the ball on like 94 feet of the court, he's going the whole way.
And Drew Marshall doing the same exact thing on the other side, and a blocked set from Hunter Barr from behind. Idlet going all the way, gets the layup.
That was a really tough finish on a very fierce defender in Dylan Beverly.
Yeah, physical play.
David and Goliath type of play right there.
Yeah, Idlet able to put it up and over the giant, the rangy giant. And Fairs gets the ball taken away by Idlet. Going all the way, go for the lay, no good. Wilson now has the rebound, and they are moving up the court. 3-on-3, Matthews from deep, cashes in! Franklin with a 15-13 lead. It's going back and forth.
Yeah, these guys are going to be gassed. I mean, there is an insane amount of movement going on the basketball court from one end to the other.
And
oh my
Idlet,
goodness.
He is on one today. Another 3. He's got 10 on the day. 2 3-pointers already. 4 for 6 from the field. Halfway through this first half, 16-15.
Transylvania is showing a bit of a 3-2 zone right now.
Yeah, trying to kind of block out that. It's kind of the, off-ball screens. And Franklin loses the ball there. Transy.
Even I was expecting that ball to belong to Transylvania.
Yeah, Transy wants it, and they might end up asking for some sort of review. We got a lot of substitutions here. Beverly, Fairs, Wilson, and Spellman all coming out. Benny Powell, Saunders, McNabb, and Harrington back in. Matthews staying in. And, yeah, ball's going to stay with the Grizzlies. I was, like you said, just as surprised as everybody else.
Spellman's body language looked like he knew he had tipped it out of bounds. That's why I was a little confused.
Harrington off the catch. Good play there. Try to give the ball to the passer, and all the way. Tough finish from the substitution. J.C. Walbert, sophomore guard, able to get the layup there. He's defending Harrington. 4-on-4.
Now it looks like Transylvania's back in man-to-man.
Yeah, they're definitely going to be showing different looks, trying to confuse Franklin and take them out of their rhythm, because they are a team that relies a lot on the fast break and getting into, advantageous positions. And stolen away off the inbound. Jackson Smith back in.
It looked like the inbound got tipped as Matthews threw it up.
And Smith, who had 2 early fouls, ended up with it. And Matthews going for the steal. Physical play. Collided with Caps, and he gets called with the call. Or called with the foul, sorry.
Yeah, I like the intensity. I just don't want to see Cooper Matthews get into foul trouble early. I mean, he fouled out in the game against Transylvania last year, just this past January. Franklin College cannot afford to lose Cooper Matthews on top of Zarian Moore and Rohan Pearson.
Yeah, and Matthews played every minute so far in this one. The first foul called on the Grizzlies. Transy's got 2 on them as kicks it out. Reeser now gets it to, a 3 from Walbert. 2 early buckets from the guard, and he's feeling it. Just under 9 minutes left to play. Transy now with a 6-point lead. Nate Wilson and Beverly already looking to come back in.
And one thing Franklin College did a really good job of in their last game against Transylvania is they did a great job of defending the 3. Transylvania only shot 5 of 24 from the 3.
Yeah, it was a rough game, efficient efficiency-wise from Transy and scoring-wise as Saunders goes down there on the foul. Saunders is saying he was shooting, but they're going to call it underneath the basket. So Matthews does come out of the game for the first time, as well as Benny Powell coming out for Wilson and Beverly.
Franklin College running a big lineup right now. This is probably one of the biggest lineups we've seen them run all year.
Yeah,
Saunders, Beverly, and McNabb.
Yeah, 3 guys who they've kind of thrown out there at center at different points. And Harrington able to get the steal.
That was great anticipation by Harrington. He read that pass the minute it came off his fingertips.
Yeah, we've seen him jumping passing lanes already multiple times today. It's definitely something to look out for if you're Transy. Saunders. Beverly ends up with it on the wing. Working, he gets it. McNabb who shoots a 3 off the left side of the rim. Saunders tried to get the rebound and he got fouled. It's going to stay with Franklin. That is the 4th foul on Transy. So Franklin inching closer to that bonus, but we're going to get a break here. 21-15, Transy holds a lead in what's been a back and forth game. 7:49 left to play. We'll be right back with you after this timeout. And welcome back after the break, and we'll give you an update. We're at halftime. I think we've been at halftime for a little bit now, but the Grizzlies were able to kind of, in the women's game at Transy, were able to kind of storm back. It's now a 35-31 game going into the second half, so we'll keep you updated there as we come back into this one.
Ooh, that was a risky inbound, but I mean, you had to get it up. You're going to get 5 seconds there. Just Walbert. Oh, there he is again.
Oh my goodness, another steal from Walbert, and he puts it up. He's got 7. I mean, he's had Transy's last 7 points. He tries to get the offensive foul, but
he gets another steal.
Harrington lost it, and Walbert just ended up with it, and a nice pass down low to Barr. He doesn't even draw the contact, and he just puts it up and in. Now a quick 10-point lead that just came out of nowhere for Transy.
Yeah.
Franklin going to have to wake up a little bit.
Yeah, Transylvania on a 10-0 or 12-0 run, excuse me. And Franklin College a little bit scoreless in their last 3 minutes.
Saunders back to Wilson. Wilson going all the way, got an advantage. He tried to pass it to McNabb. It was the right read, but got tipped away.
It was a great read, Luke. I saw it develop, and McNabb was going to have a wide open layup. Both Barr and Lancaster kind of collapsed on Wilson as he was driving, and McNabb was right there. I mean, he was right there. Just great hands by Barr.
And Transy coaches were screaming at the beginning of that inbound, trying to get their defenders in place. Fairs working on at the end of the shot clock. Fairs able to work inside on Barr in the post and talking his talk.
You know, it's funny that you mentioned that the coaches were screaming, because the basketball coach for Transylvania is also the head coach for the golf team. Believe it or not, I know that man pretty well.
Oh, interesting, interesting. It's got to be high responsibility, somewhat different seasons. End of the shot clock here. Walbert's going to get it up, and that may have been his first shot he didn't hit. And we're going to get a foul call on. They get it on Fairs, and so Fairs, that foul will keep the possession here for the Pioneers. Substitution, David Streitmeyer coming in for Nate Wilson. Streitmeyer we haven't seen too much of this year. He's played a few games. Oh, he's appeared in 13 games, sorry. He's been limited rotationally and
goodness.
3 from Idlet, a deep one.
That's his third 3 of the game. 13 points now for Idlet. I mean, he's got a rhythm, and Franklin College is going to need to get a hand in number 10's face.
Yeah, 3 for 4 from 3. Shooting great. Matthews comes off the screen. He gets it out. McNabb now going all the way. Kicks it back out. Fairs open. Gets it one more. Streitmeyer not able to get it to go. The flash went off here in the Spurlock Center.
Trying to blind us.
Oh, and Idlet working
man.
on Fairs. Could have been a highlight.
That
stood up.
That was a beautiful move, you know, and why not let it fly? I mean, you're 3 for 4.
Absolutely, it made sense, and Matthews getting worked on down low. He finally draws the foul. It seemed a lot of relief on his face after he got that call, and Hunter Barr making some signals.
Yeah, this is going to be a physical game. It doesn't appear that the refs are going to be blowing their whistle a lot. There's only been 7 fouls called so far. You know, Cooper Matthews might not get every call when he drives into the lane, even though he may feel he gets contact, but it's all up to the ref's discretion. Beautiful move there by McNabb, by the way.
Yeah, great pass inside for Matthews, and just over 5 minutes left to play in this first half. We're winding down quickly. Walbert stuck with it, and he fell over. It seemed they got Streitmeyer with the call.
Yeah, and I'm not sure why Walbert picked up his dribble as soon as he stepped over the timeline.
Yeah.
That is, like, if my high school coach saw me do that, I would be subbed out, and I don't think I'd ever return to the game. That is basketball 101, I believe.
Yeah, it's the worst, one of the worst places to get trapped on the court. And yeah, he ended up taking a hard fall. He got subbed out, as well as Idlet, who was obviously on fire from deep. Marshall loses it. Oh,
great hands by Matthews.
Yeah, Matthews tipped it away. Fairs was able to end up with it.
Active hands at all times for number 13.
Streitmeyer kicks it back out. He gets it back in the corner. Trying to go all the way, loses it. Seemed to dribble it off his foot. Matthews going to fire from deep. No good. Barr ends up with it on the rebound. And passes it, tries to get it out to, that was Colby Wilburn, and he wasn't expecting it. Hunter Barr not thrilled as Franklin gets the possession, free possession. Only 3 people right now in the box score for Transy. That's Idlet and Walbert and Barr. And Benny Powell in the corner, cashes in! A 3-pointer from LeBron. Benny Powell.
There's someone that Franklin College wants to see get his shots going, get his rhythm feeling. I mean, he's capable of getting up to 30 points in a game. I mean, we've seen him drop 20-plus multiple times and come close to 30. That's a guy that can get hot real quick.
Yep, and like we mentioned earlier, one of those games where he had those 20-point performances came against Transy on the road with a 26-point game. Got to the line a lot of times. 3 there, his first bucket of the game, 1 for 2 from 3.
And one thing I like that I'm seeing right now is Franklin College's ability to work a lot of their guys in the offense. So in that last game against Berea, where they fell 69-77, they had 2 guys score double digits, and they were Cooper Matthews and Harrington, each with 26 points. So one thing we want to see more of is working the ball around, getting more guys involved, because it's hard to win a basketball game when 2 guys are scoring all your points.
Yep.
At some point, they're going to get stopped or they're going to lose their rhythm, and then you're kind of left with just a little bit of nothing.
Yeah, and both free throws were good there from Transy. Is now a wide open lane for Spellman, and he takes it all the way. A bucket there puts the lead back within 6. 4 minutes left to play. And, I mean, you were talking about that game against Berea, and nobody else in that game for Franklin had more than 5 points besides, the two that we mentioned with Harrington and Matthews. And they went 0 for 12 from 3 in that second half. So Franklin definitely can't do much worse in the second half from deep. So they'll be looking to improve, I'm sure, as a bucket there from Transy.
Caden Lancaster came out of nowhere to tip that ball back in. And there, that's
steal.
Not Lancaster.
Yeah, no, that was a steal from Wilburn, who missed the pass earlier, and a tough play, and they call a blocking foul.
Streitmeyer.
Yeah, Streitmeyer was down there waiting to get, the charging call. He was kind of waiting for it, but didn't end up getting it. It's going to stay with Transy. It'll be 2 free throws, so we'll get a timeout here. 3.5 minutes left to play in the first half. An 8-point lead for Transy, 32-24. We'll be right back with you after this break. And we're back from the break. Coach Hamilton telling his team we need to be physical on the ball, defensively, specifically, but you could, apply that to both ends of the floor.
Yeah, and while it is an 8-point game, potentially 9 or 10 here, depending on how these free throws go, I believe we've seen some of the best basketball that Transy can provide on the court, but we haven't seen exactly the A game out of the Grizzlies, and it's still within single digits. So, I mean, while the stories may look identical on the box score, I mean, Transylvania has had far more efficient offensive possessions than Franklin College, and we are staring at what looks like to be a very competitive game still. I mean, barely outside of double digits here, depending on how this next free throw goes for Marshall.
Yep, Marshall, who's got 3 points on the day, all from the free throw line. And he gets his 4th. So now a 10-point lead, and you were saying Franklin hasn't really been able to get on their A game. They had that one big string of momentum, but they kind of lost it. And neither team has shot more than 2 free throws this entire half. I'm expecting that to open up in the second half. I think both teams are definitely going to be much more physical, and we're going to be seeing that whistle we might see some more stoppages in play, as we've mentioned the fast pace of this game, and an
offensive foul on Matthews or Spellman. Spellman, wow, illegal screen.
They called an illegal screen on Spellman. Matthews felt that he was knocked over. That's what it seemed from up here. Now, the ref was right there and made the call. Marshall inbounds it to Walbert, and Transy with an opportunity to extend this lead. Ball nearly gets lost. Lancaster.
And with Idlet back on the court, you're going to need to keep an eye on number 10 for Transylvania. Oh, my goodness. Hunter Barr tried to bring down the whole stadium with that one.
He, just tried to absolutely posterize Will Spellman. He was unsuccessful in doing so, and Spellman was kind of asking the referee, what can I do? But there was some contact there on physical play, so Barr's going to shoot 2 at the line. First free throw is no good, though.
And Hunter Barr is going to be a handful for the Grizzlies all night, and Chris Hamilton knows this. He's going to need to make adjustments. Maybe you crash in the paint when Hunter Barr gets the ball, but then you leave a shooter open. And Transylvania, a very good three-point shooting team, just below 40% on the season. So, I mean, it's tough. It's a tough task to be able to stop two ways of offense.
Yeah, and like you had mentioned earlier, Idlet, you know, he came back in, and yeah, he's been absolutely on fire. So when you have that production on the outside alongside Barr, it's so easy to, you know, you have two options to really look at, to rely on offensively. And Fair's on the reverse layup, not able to cash in. Just over 2 minutes left to play. Transy with an 11-point lead. Idlet throws up the layup, doesn't get any call. Benny Powell moving the ball up the floor. Harrington off the catch, cashes in. Justin Harrington with his, I believe, first bucket of the game. No, second bucket of the game. Now 2 for 5 from the field. Marshall finds Idlet open for 3, but he stepped on the line. Grizzly basketball.
Now you feel the momentum building, the energy starting to lead towards the Grizzlies in gold here for a second. Just can they capture that momentum and finish strong in these next 2 minutes?
Yeah, and they got their starting lineup besides Saunders in currently for Beverly. So they're going to be, yeah, definitely looking to make a run. Walbert still in for Transy, who came in off the bench and has obviously had a great game so far. Harrington off the screen.
Ooh.
Pass from McNabb was
dangerous pass from McNabb.
Yeah, high. Saunders working inside, has a mismatch, kicks it out.
Good
Benny
find.
Powell open, cashes in, 2 open, nothing but net. A 5-point game with just over a minute left to play.
That was a great find by Saunders, keeping his head up, keeping his eyes open for the open shooter. Found him, connected perfectly.
Barr working on Saunders, goes up with it, and finishes. Barr talking his talk as well.
Yeah, seriously. I mean, he had Saunders on the ground there. That was a big physical move by Barr.
Yeah, it's been a lot of communication between these teams as Matthews just drives right by his man, and he gets the easy layup. Under a minute left to play. 37-32. Both offenses have opened up these last couple minutes. Idlet kicks it to Walbert. Marshall slowing it down. 40 seconds left. They're going to find Marshall open in the corner.
Wow, I'm surprised he didn't take that shot there. He had McNabb and Harrington fooled on the pass fake.
Me as well.
Wow.
Great ball movement from Transylvania, and it was great recovery defense from the Grizzlies.
You know, for how much Transylvania, the Pioneers, have the Grizzlies on their toes on defense, Franklin College is doing a great job of sliding and moving and getting to the ball. Just Transylvania, just too much of a handful in the post and outside on the perimeter. It's hard to stop a multi-trick pony.
Yeah, and I mean, just a difficult shot to make there from deep. 28 seconds left to play. We'll just stay with you here as.
Do we have an update on the women's game?
Yep, yes we do. 43-40 with 2 minutes left to play in the third quarter. So still another quarter to go. I'm sure you can tune into that one if you wish, especially once we get to halftime here in just a moment.
And yeah, that's one incredible matchup as well. I mean, Franklin College and Transylvania on the women's basketball side are 1 and 2 in the conference. I mean, and that game is for first overall in the conference, and that could secure home court advantage in the tournament come postseason.
Yep, and it would definitely be a massive advantage for Franklin, and we'd get to call some extra games.
Yeah,
so that would be.
There's a lot riding on that game.
Yeah, there is. And Franklin now gets to inbound. They're down 8 after the tough 3. Harrington gets past both guys. Benny Powell fakes the 3. No need to rush up a shot.
I think Hunter Barr could have jumped over Benny Powell there. I mean, he has an incredible length out on the court. He just towers over everybody, even Saunders, who's 6'5".
Harrington, tough finish on the lay. Goes up above everybody else, and now the 3 Lancaster can't cash in, and that's the end of the half. So Harrington with a high-flying layup to bring the lead back within 6. Transy still holds the advantage, though, 40-34 as we reach halftime. We get 15 minutes now on the clock before our second half starts, so you might want to tune into that women's game on the road. Transy did just hit 2 3-pointers, so they now have a 49-40 lead over Franklin instead with 50 seconds left to play in that third quarter.
My bad.
You're good. Go ahead.
Franklin College right here at Spurlock ended that half on a really high note. You know, they had been struggling most of that first half to get anything created on the offensive end. They started to find their groove there in the last 5 minutes. They ended the half 6 for 7. Their last 7 field goal attempts, and was able to string together a few stops. It's just it's an impossible task to hold this Transylvania this team to like just mere buckets. I mean, they are an incredible team offensively.
Yeah, the ball movement has been showcased. 9 early assists on the offensive end for Transy, and yeah, a team that averages about 16 normally a game. The leading scorers for you in the matchup, Idlet with 13 points. He had those in that kind of string, run that he had with a lot of 3-pointers. Hunter Barr with 11 points, the second leading scorer for Transy, 5 for 7 from the field. And then you've got Walbert, Lancaster, and Marshall, the only other ones in the box score. Franklin, nobody above 7 points.
Yeah, nobody above 7 points, but I mean, both teams have like pretty much identical shooting splits. When you look at the box score, Transylvania shooting 51% from the field, 15 of 29, while on the other end, Franklin College is only 14 of 30, shooting 46%. Both teams 5 for 12 from 3.
Yeah, and both teams even in the rebounding exchange so far. Franklin won the matchup last time by 10 rebounds. Transy usually averages more than 5 rebounds a game more than Franklin does. So definitely something to keep an eye on as we kind of continue to watch the the forecast of this game. 7 early steals from Transy defensively, something we generally see from Franklin. We have seen a lot of loose, just turnovers from Franklin. That's going to be something Hamilton, I think, Coach Hamilton, I'm sure, is going to be talking to the team about.
Yeah, I'd agree. I mean, Transylvania with 7 steals in that first half. Not a great look for the ball movement on Franklin College's end, while they only have 3 steals. I believe that speaks volumes just how well Transylvania moves the ball and looks for that open shot and that great shot as well. I mean, they take that shot clock late into the half when they get their the half court offense set. They eat up a lot of that shot clock, but they get a great look just about every time.
Absolutely. And so now we're going to be going into halftime. So 12.5 minutes left. Just set a timer on your phone. Do whatever you need to do. Come back and watch the second half of what's going to be a great finish. We'll be right back with you. And welcome everybody back to what's going to be the second half here of this men's college basketball game. Franklin taking on Transylvania. Transylvania currently with a 40-34 lead going into the second half, and we're going to give you an update on what's going on at Transylvania right now.
A lot has changed.
Yeah. So the Grizzlies are actually up at 72-53, or Transylvania is up 72-53 right now, excuse me. They went on a 29-8 run after Franklin had a 40-39 lead with 3 minutes left in the third quarter. So Transylvania went on a massive run. I believe it was a 7-minute span that they had that 29-8 run. So not ideal for the Grizzlies, as they are going to likely lose that game now with just 3 minutes left to play. And Franklin here looking to try and sweep Transylvania this season, which I don't know the last time Franklin was able to do that. Smith gets it down. Barr, he looks out. Idlet, pump fake, he's wide open. Cashes in.
And he's had his rhythm all night. Franklin College leaving him open. I guess I wouldn't say leaving him open. Dylan Beverly he was there, just fell for the pump fake. But Idlet, a dangerous shooter right now for Transylvania, and he's not looking like he's slowing down one bit.
Not at all. Harrington trying to respond, can't. Tough rebound from Hunter Barr. Luke Idlet only averages 7 points a game. He's only started 8 games this season, and he is absolutely showing off right now.
He's about to get some extra minutes.
Yeah. 16 points, 4 for 6 from 3, and another 3 for Transylvania as they hop out to a 12-point lead to start this half.
Yeah, and that one coming from Reeser.
Yep, Ian Reeser, who that is his first bucket of the game completely. Had only shot 1 shot prior. Benny Powell trying to work as Harrington's going to reset. 10 on the shot clock. Harrington gets it back out. Matthews working on Smith. Gets it out. Benny Powell from deep.
What a great find by Matthews. Even though that Benny Powell didn't convert it, you'll get it the next time, but Matthews was a great look when he was on that drive.
And
wow.
Reeser sends it home on the wide open lane, and Coach Hamilton's going to call timeout. A 2-minute run from the Pioneers where they scored 8 unanswered points to start the half.
Yeah, and I think this has been a common trend in Franklin College, especially over the last 2 losses. They were outscored in the second half in those losses by double digits. There was a double-digit swing coming into the second half on those both losses. You cannot let that happen here, especially when you aren't leading. And in in the first half of those losses, Franklin College was leading the game. So I mean, Transylvania building off a lot of momentum. A good call by Chris Hamilton to quiet it down and call timeout, get his guys refocused. But when you're down 14 to a formidable opponent like Transylvania, it's going to be hard to come back from.
Yeah, Transylvania very good at sustaining that lead that they have, and they've been a second half team this year. Now they've generally been better than their teams than other teams in the first half, but in the second half they've outscored teams total this year by 70 points in all of their games. So and in comparison, in the first half, they've only outscored by 30. So Transy is definitely a team that picks it up in the second half, and they came out wanting to do that and take the team out of the game, especially when you're on the road. So now 14-point lead. This is when Franklin's grit is going to be tested. This is when a lot of stuff is going to be tested right here about this Grizzly basketball team, especially as now they just dropped the 6th in the conference. So, they're inching, further away from the home court advantage, but also they're inching their way to a harder matchup in the first round. So we're going to see this Grizzly team go through a lot of adversity. Harrington taking up the ball. Jesse Ferris back into the game alongside Will Spellman. Ferris gets it back out. He's working inside on Reeser, trying to.
Reeser not giving him any breathing room, and he just locked up Ferris there on that possession.
Yeah, Ferris, he had gotten some post move, working down low earlier. Barr finds inside positioning on Spellman and puts it up. Just over 2 minutes played in the second half, and a 10-0 run from Transy to start it. Matthews gets
My goodness.
everything sent back. And Idlet can't finish. Referee blows the whistle, and he's going to go to the line to shoot two. Foul will be on Harrington. "16 points on the day from Idlet. No free throws attempted until now."
Yeah, he's looking to elongate this run that Transylvania has come out in the second half. You know, they've scored 10 unanswered points thus far to the Grizzlies in these first 2.5 minutes. Excuse me.
And the first free throw was no good. The second one was up and in, so Matthews will take up the ball for the Grizzlies. Harrington, pump fake. Goes to Spellman on the inside. Spellman using his positioning, and one! The big man finishing inside on Reeser. He's got a chance for a three-point play.
Big man move there by big man Will Spellman. And it looked like a celebrity has entered the game. The Franklin College Grizzly mascot enters the game for the first time. Maybe that's the motivation that our fellas need to get this game moving a little bit in their direction. You know, their first bucket since the half is the first one. The first bucket in the half comes from the first appearance of the Grizzly. So why not?
Yeah, exactly. He's hugging people on the sideline, and
he's having a good time.
Exactly. It's exactly what the fans need and what the team needs. Spellman, Ferris working inside on Barr, and he's going to draw the foul.
Franklin College still doesn't seem like they have an answer for Hunter Barr in the post. I mean, whenever he gets it down in there, he's looking to score, and he's doing it at ease. He's getting fouled, or he's kicking it out to a shooter. I mean, he is a lethal weapon out there for Transylvania.
Yep, and the first one's up and in. Those were only this is his second trip to the line. He's 6 for 8 from the field. Yeah, he's just been highly efficient inside, able to get to his spots. Ian Reeser comes out for Transy. Lancaster is in the game. Matthews gets it to Harrington. Harrington gets the screen from Ferris, kicks it out. Benny Powell from deep. No good.
Oh, Ferris fights for it.
Yeah, but they're going to say I think he got pushed out when he was going for the rebound. Yep, from behind, and that's going to be Franklin basketball, and that should be underneath the basket.
I believe they gave that one to Idlet. That's only his first foul.
Wow, yeah. And, you know, like we had said earlier, they've definitely been holding their whistle. Franklin the one starting with more fouls this half as Spellman gets positioning. Nice pass to Benny Powell. Nice job by Benny Powell to get on the block there, know where he needed to be, and get open. Now Franklin cut the lead down to 13.
Found the open spot on the court right next to the hoop. How convenient.
Idlet nearly losing it. The Franklin defense chants getting a lot louder here in the Spurlock Center. Idlet not able to find anything, kicks it out. Only 7 on the shot clock. Marshall throws it inside to Barr, and if it ain't broke, don't fix it.
No, Hunter Barr just had position on Spellman that whole time, using his length, using his size. And they're going to get Matthews with a walk here. I thought they were about to call a foul maybe, but nope.
Yeah, it seemed like he lost his footing, and
yeah, he did do a little bit of sliding. Thought maybe there was contact.
Yeah. It was definitely a close play. They ended up giving it to Transy. So 15-point lead, just 4 minutes played in the second half. So still a lot of time left, but Transy's offense has been absolutely on fire. Idlet comes off the screen, has to dish it down low. Lancaster nearly loses it.
Yeah, and Transylvania has done a good job of shutting down the motor of Franklin College as well, that being Cooper Matthews. He only has 7 points and 5 turnovers as well in this game. Transylvania doing a great job of keeping him quiet.
Absolutely, and Lancaster was a smart play there. He got it on the other block, and they diverted their attention to him and dished it wide open to Barr on the backdoor cut. Got the easy basket. Transy now with an 18-point game. Ferris from deep, no good. Spellman not able to come down with the board, and here comes Transy. What a pass to Hunter Barr. and the Grizzlies take a 20-point lead with 15 minutes left to play.
The way he moves is incredible for his height. I mean, it's pretty elegant. I'm not going to lie to you, Luke.
Yeah, it's pretty incredible to watch, honestly. And it was a beautiful pass from Marshall there.
Hit him in stride.
Yep. And they're going to get a blocking foul here on Hunter Barr. And that's only his first foul of the game. So good news for Transy. I mean, he gets the only one he's gotten tonight. So now, as we'll take it a break here, just over 5 minutes played in the second half, and Transy 19-5 since coming out of the second half.
It has been all Transylvania in this second half.
Yep, so we'll be right back with you after this timeout. 20-point lead for the Pioneers. And we're back out of the break. Franklin going to need some real urgency for the remainder of this entire second half at this point.
And if they're going to strike, they better strike now. They got Hunter Barr on the bench taking a breather. They haven't found an answer for him at all. And I know that's easier said than done.
Yeah.
I mean, he has been incredible defensively and offensively.
And
Ooh,
Marshall got the steal, but Wilson ended up with it. Harrington's going to fire. No good. And
oh, my goodness, what on earth?
yeah,
Jackson.
I mean, he got trapped in the backcourt. He had to throw it up, and Saunders was able to come down with it. It was like a punt in football, basically.
Absolutely panicked.
Wilson, ball gets tipped away, and I think it may have went off his knee. It's going to be Pioneer basketball.
And those are just good hands by Drew Marshall. I mean,
yeah,
be able to knock the ball out and have it hit off his opponent's leg and get a possession is just incredible.
And he's been one of the main, real impact defenders on the underneath the basket inbounds. Franklin's had some struggles getting those in. They've had to throw those lob passes, and Marshall's always been there. He was the one who got the steal there until the turnover.
Yeah, and Marshall, 4 points, all 4 of those points from free throws, but he's got 6 rebounds and 6 assists on the game. So he's been finding ways to win this game without scoring any points.
Idlet fired from deep, wasn't able to get it.
And, you know, I don't hate that shot.
Yeah, for the game he's having, absolutely not. Under 14 minutes left to play. Still a 20-point game. Franklin working it around. Wilson. Beverly back in for the first time in a minute. Beverly, he's going to go up. Gets the roll and puts it in. Good shot from the substitute Dylan Beverly coming back in.
Yeah, and after hitting that early 3, he had gone quiet for the rest of the game. It's good, nice to see him back in the box score. Maybe he can build off that, get some momentum going.
We're already getting some defense chance just after one bucket, and a foul call on Saunders there. May have hit Lancaster going up. He's going to shoot 2.
Hunter Barr ready to check back in for the Pioneers. It's kind of like seeing Slim Reaper, or the Grim Reaper, I should say, kind of just standing right there at the box score ready to check in. He's been giving Franklin College fits all night, and if Franklin College wants to get back into this game, they have to find an answer for number 23, but that is easier said than done. I mean, it's easier for me to say that wearing my headset up here while Chris Hamilton's out there holding the clipboard, but, I mean, that is a tough task to silence Hunter Barr.
Yeah, and Saunders and Beverly, 2 guys who can, probably your rangiest players that you have on your team. So, I mean, two guys that are really going to have to compete and use their range to front him and not let him get the ball. And, yeah, he's just been able to get good positioning all night.
What a find by Beverly.
Wow, good backdoor cut from Streitmeyer to get the reverse layup as well.
Good synergy right there. That's what you call that.
Defense chant.
There
Loud
he is.
here in the Spurlock Center. Lancaster's going to shoot the three. You're going to live with that if you're the Grizzlies.
I mean, you almost have to.
Yeah.
They collapsed on Hunter. They did everything they could. He's just too good. He finds the open man every single time.
Transy now 50% from three and 60% from the field. Efficiency has been out of this world. Beverly, left-handed floater, got another roll.
And a beautiful little fake, too, to get Hunter Barr up in the air. Oh, and a steal by Matthews.
He just intercepted that pass. Harrington from deep. Got it! And momentum has shifted. No timeout. Reeser is going to take the ball up for Transy. Harrington double teaming in the backcourt. They throw it up ahead to Lancaster. Franklin really trying to apply pressure, use this momentum to their advantage. Reeser double teamed inside. And that's Caps. He gets it back down to Reeser. Misses. Rebound by Saunders. Here come the Grizzlies. Just under 12 minutes to play. Beverly open in the corner. No good. And tough defensive play on the rebound. Barr ends up with it against three Grizzlies.
Yeah, and Harrington showing a lot of fight there. I mean, he is well undersized for that rebound, but he is on the floor for it, showing a lot of heart. And there he is with the steal.
He straight up stole it without Barr looking. Streitmeyer fakes the three. Franklin really applying defensive pressure now. They are trying to use this momentum as now they're going to slow it down a little bit offensively. We do have some substitutions coming in soon. McNabb and Ferris. Beverly fakes the three.
Oh, gets right by Hunter.
What a tough play. Wasn't able to finish. Didn't get the friendly roll that time.
Hit him with a little shimmy right there. Got him with the left. Just, I think Hunter Barr might have got maybe a finger on the ball. I mean, it's hard to tell up here, but it looked like maybe the shot got altered just a tad.
It could have definitely been. It was a open lane for Beverly, but with Barr trailing behind us. Now he's going to get open from deep. No good. Reeser not able to finish, and Lancaster with a tough offensive rebound. You can't have that for the Grizzlies.
No, second chance points this late into the game at this big of a deficit is just pivotal. Yeah. Absolutely pivotal.
One offensive rebound, not two. 10 minutes left to play. Matthews on the wide open layup, not able to finish. Saunders ends up with the rebound. And it's going to go to Transy. He just lost it.
Yeah, Cooper Matthews just does not look like he's in the right headspace right now. You know, he's had a bit of a struggle all game. Still only 7 points and 5 turnovers. Just Transylvania doing everything they can to keep him quiet. And they know that he is the motor and the engine that this offense and this defense relies on. I know he plays a very big role on both ends.
Yeah, and Franklin gonna need to reply. They've had some urgency, had some momentum. They're just gonna have to continue to build that up and try to chip away at this lead. Down to a 17-point game, but Transylvania still controls. 10 minutes left to play. We'll be right back with you. And we're back from the break, and I'll just give you a quick final score for that women's basketball game. Not sure exactly when it ended, but it ended up being an 80-59 win for the Pioneers. So the Pioneers will take sole first place of the HCAC in the women's basketball standings. Franklin solidly holds second place.
Yeah, tough loss for the women's team, but you got to hold your head high. You've had an incredible year. You're still second in the conference. You know, you'd love to be first and have the home court advantage. Sometimes that's not going to play out your way, but they've had a fantastic season under 1 year of Coach Blanche.
Absolutely. A major year for the program is now a steal from Ferris. Quick hands from the forward. Matthews wanting the ball. He's going all the way, attacking with ferocity, and he gets the call to go his way. He's kind of holding his hand. Transy thought they had the possession there. It's going to stay with Franklin. Streitmeyer got advantage. He taken all the way, got sent back by Barr. I mean,
like a shark jumping out of water.
Yeah, it's just nothing you can do about it there. It's just Barr playing with his size incredibly well. Marshall trying to go all the way. Matthews swatted at the ball.
Yep.
9 minutes left to play. Just a few on the shot clock. Lancaster, no good. Ball up for grabs. Matthews ends up with it. Franklin having to move. Just 9 minutes left to play. They got to hurry. Benny Powell all the way. Draws the foul. He'll shoot 2. Stoppage of play. So now Grizzlies have a chance to get to the 50-point mark. And LeBron Benny Powell, like we had mentioned earlier, 26 points last time against that Transy. Misses the first free throw. He's got 8 today. These are his first free throw attempts. He had 13 free throw attempts in the last game, so just hasn't been able to find that same success getting to the line.
Yeah, I think Transylvania did a good job of watching their film. They've an empty trip from the line there, pretty unusual, but they've done a great job of silencing these Franklin College playmakers to the best of their abilities. I mean, we only have one guy in double-digit scoring right now.
Yeah. And those 2 missed free throws right there are just absolutely brutal for the Grizzlies. You need any points you can get.
Yep.
They're at a premium right now when you've only scored 48. Caps kicks it out. They find Smith inside. It's going to go deep. Is that Lancaster?
Yep. Lancaster
from deep. Another one for him. He's had a good day. That's 14 points now. It's his 3rd three-pointer. Ferris. Matthews now from deep. Cashes in from 3.
Big 3 there for Matthews. I mean, he has been silent all game, but maybe this is what Franklin College needed to get some momentum as their leader.
Yep. 8 minutes left to play, and yeah, big 3 from, he had been struggling.
Seeing one go in can change a lot.
Gets their next guy in double figures for the Grizzlies, just the second one alongside Harrington. Defense chance getting loud here again in the Spurlock Center. Lancaster, the same shot, no good. Another offensive rebound. They get it down to Barr down low. He finds Smith, ball movement. Idlet from deep. And he is just.
And that shot kind of just sucked the air out of this gym. I mean, Idlet has been on fire all night, and to see him hit one from like 5 feet behind the arc is just devastating for the fans and the players too. I mean, that is just a crucial shot right there.
Yeah, he has shot incredibly from 3, 5 for 8 today. And Transylvania just been wildly efficient. And a steal there.
Oh, and a beautiful behind the back by Jackson Smith there.
Yeah, caught Matthews reaching. But Streitmeyer ends up with it. Franklin trying to move. Benny Powell wide open. Not able to get the roll. And Matthews ends up with it. He goes up and he draws the foul on Barr. That's just Barr's second, so not much to worry about there if you're Transy, but we're going to get time and play as Matthews go to the line to shoot 2. We'll be right back with you after the break. 6:49 left to play, 20-point lead for Transy. we're back from the break. Matthews a chance to try and shrink down the lead. First free throw is good. Franklin, that was their 6th free throw now of the game. They've shot 2 for 5 up until that point, so now 4 for 7 from the free throw line. They've had decent splits, 43% and 35%.
Yeah.
Pretty good. Transylvania, 56 and 47.
Yeah, they've been every offensive possession has counted for Transylvania.
And the ball movement showing. Idlet just cannot miss. His 6th three-pointer of the game, and he is just torching the Grizzlies.
Yeah, that dude's a walking flamethrower right now. That guy. Oh, wow.
Yeah, I thought they were going to call that an illegal screen potentially.
Yeah.
But they gave it to, they said Dakota Caps. He might have tripped on Harrington a little bit. So it'll be a side out for the Grizzlies. Now that is 6 fouls on Transy, so if Franklin, really wants to get back into this game and they can get some momentum here, they've got, maybe take advantage of the bonus that might be coming up.
Yep, totally. I mean, with 6 minutes left, the urgency is increasing by the second.
And McNabb got hit. He is down on the other end of the floor after that play. And Coach Hamilton's screaming at the referee, and they're just going to give him a technical because he's defending his player.
Yeah, Connor McNabb is in some real pain right now on the other end of the court, and Chris Hamilton is furious with the officials.
Yeah, he's got to be careful he doesn't get thrown out, but at this point in the game, you've got to feel his frustration. Yeah, McNabb's still on the other end. We're going to go ahead and take a break. We'll be right back with you. 6 minutes left to play. And while they were still working on McNabb at the other end of the floor.
I guess they don't take injury timeout for.
Yeah, he missed the free throw though, so made the second. Yeah.
And ladies and gentlemen, the jacket has come off for Chris Hamilton.
Yeah, he got the technical foul. All business is thrown out the window at this point. It's getting serious.
There wasn't even a stoppage to help up McNabb or make sure he was all right. They just went right into the free throws.
Yeah, that was
we thought
really
we were going to break.
Yeah, exactly. We took you to break because we thought Smith gets the bucket there and extends the lead to 24. We thought, there'd be time. McNabb was down. He was still, holding his face. They smacked the backboard while Matthews' bucket was rolling in, and
that definitely is interference.
yeah, that should be 2 points for the Grizzlies, and fans are yelling it, and it's not being acknowledged. Matthews misses the first. But yeah, that injury timeout was very odd. That McNabb was still down.
Yeah, the way that situation was handled was quite unique, I would say.
Yeah, and they waited until Franklin called a foul or forced a foul to stop the play. They can stop the play if they choose to. And a referee just tripped into the wall, I guess.
I saw that too at the corner of my eye.
Ferris ends up with it on the loose ball. He's just trying to go all the way. A moving train, and Beverly tips it in. Franklin puts the lead down to 21, getting a bucket.
Well, teamwork right there.
5 minutes left to play. Franklin gonna need a miracle. They need to have an unbelievable run as Reeser. They just cannot miss. It's pretty incredible to watch a 12 for 24 three-point shooting game from an entire team.
Yeah, it's not often you see both sides of the field goals be over 50%, whether that's from three. Oh, there's Matthews with a big response.
Yeah. Immediately sending it back. We can hit the threes too. And what was the final score of the women's game at Transylvania? It's 80-59 lead for the Pioneers with 4:45 still left to play in this one, though. So we'll be right back with you after this timeout as the Pioneers hold a lead. Coming back from the break, Franklin still has most of their starters out there. Will Spellman and Jesse Ferris out there for Benny Powell and McNabb. And Franklin with full court pressure here, not giving up. Continue to send that message. Yeah, they're doubling any chance they get on the wings. Nice little pass inside to Reeser. He misses the bunny on the reverse.
But they missed that one, right, Luke? You know?
Yeah.
You know, they've been efficient all night on every aspect of the ball, from the three, whether it's in the paint or on the free throw line, but they missed the bunny.
Yep. They've had, I mean, I can't even think about the amount of contested corner threes I've seen go in. And, yeah, that one underneath the basket. Couldn't get it to go as Franklin trying to respond. Fairs all the way. Draws the blocking foul. He's going to shoot two. It's the 8th foul on Transy. So Fairs, you definitely want to get these points at the line. You do not want to leave any more of what's already been left.
Yeah, you're right. I mean, we've left 4 points at the line, which may not seem like a lot, but when you're Franklin College and you're down 20 at home, you really need everything you can get.
Yeah, and when it's only 9 free throws, it is a lot, unfortunately, because then you're almost shooting 50% from the line. As now Spellman comes out, Saunders comes in, Hunter Barr in the game as well, trying to ensure no sort of Franklin miracle happens here at the Spurlock Center. Ferris gets the second one to go, and we're going to continue to see that pressure. Walbert, who had the 10 early points, and it's stolen away. Ferris, Matthews, he's going to fire from 3. Cashes in! He wanted it, and he fired away. He's hit 2 straight threes. He might be feeling it. Ooh, trying to get the steal there.
Yeah, you got to keep making plays on the ball here if you're Franklin College. All aggressive looks, anything you can get.
And now a stoppage of play, and we're going to get a timeout. After a bucket from Transy, they do call a timeout before the next possession to try and get their defense set, not let Franklin get momentum. So Franklin able to score some buckets, but still an 18-point game. Just under 4 minutes left to play.
Yeah, and that's probably a good timeout there by Transy because, I mean, Coach Lane knows there that if Franklin College gets that inbound, and they're down the court in 0 seconds flat. And, you know, Transylvania probably a little gassed right now. They've played a full game. So is Franklin College, but I mean, Franklin College is playing with a lot of more urgency than Transylvania right now. So good timeout there by Coach Lane to get his defense settled, get his guys a little break before this next 4 minutes become super urgent for Franklin College.
Yeah, they're going to be looking for any and everything. I mean, they already have, but at this point, it's three-pointers. Like, they are going to be, it's going to be their first source of scoring. And Matthews, hitting his last couple now, gained a lot of momentum for himself, who, after having struggling from the field for the first half specifically, he has 19 points now, 6 for 13 from the field and 4 for 6 from 3. Yeah,
an incredible turnaround in the second half for Matthews. Unfortunately, just Transylvania was just way too much, and I mean, they boast that with an 18-point lead. Now there's still time left, but this second half has fallen to Transylvania, unfortunately.
And it seems like it is. Harrington will take up the ball. Franklin working. Matthews off the screen. He's trying to feel it. Not able to get the corner 3. Beverly ends up with it on the rebound. He's trapped in the corner. He finds Harrington, and Harrington draws the blocking foul. It's going to be the 9th foul now on Transy, so it's 1-1. You got to hit both of these if you're Harrington. Or at least get a chance, hit the first and get a chance on the second, for an offensive rebound or any advantage point. 23 points from 2 different guys in the box score for Transy, Luke Idlet and Hunter Barr. Nobody else above 8 as the first free throw is no good. I thought top of the backboard was out of bounds, but
You know, I just learned it. It can hit the top of the backboard as long as it doesn't fall to the other side. Therefore, it is not out of bounds.
okay. Dakota Cap, nice pass out to the corner as Matthews get good recovery defense on Marshall, who kicks it. Idlet, pump fake, he got open. Couldn't get it to go. Everyone kind of let out a sigh of relief.
Didn't make Franklin College pay on that one, but he has been all night with 23 points.
Harrington trying to look for a three of his own, wasn't able to go for it. He's working. Ferris, pump fake, kicks it out. Matthews goes back behind the line and attacks the rim, and a foul call. He's going to go shoot 2 at the line. Bar is down. I think he collided with Matthews. And so we'll get probably a substitution here for Bar. I want to see if he comes up quick.
I think that play right there just kind of embodies how physical and how aggressive this basketball game truly is. Even though it is an 18-point game, both teams are leaving everything they can on the court for those loose balls, those rebounds. Drives to the rim have been aggressive and physical. I mean, that is just one of many plays that we've seen tonight embodying that.
Yeah, that was 2 of, probably your highest flyers up there, Matthews and Barr.
And Barr's in some
colliding.
pain.
Yeah, I think to me, off of what I would guess off that play, as Matthews hits the first, he may have collided, may have been a knee that just hit in a soft spot or something, or right in the thigh. That can happen on those types of collisions. As Matthews hits both free throws, so down to a 16-point game, still 2.5 minutes left to play. Not over. We've seen crazier things happen. And a nice pass, as not a lot of time left in the backcourt, as Franklin with a lot of pressure and a foul. Matthews just inadvertently hit him, it seemed in the head or the arm. Walbert trying to take time, and we're going to get a stoppage of play here.
It looks like the clock is continuously ticking down.
Yeah, they're going to have to reset the clock and shot clock. Jesse Fair is getting the ball. Okay, I was confused. I saw him walk over to the sideline. I didn't know the ball went over there.
Nah, he's just leaving.
Transy moving it around. Only 3 on the shot clock. They're going to have to throw something up here. Good defense. And Franklin going to have to hurry. Just under 2 minutes left to play. Harrington going all the way. Gets the bucket. Now a 14-point game. Franklin inching closer, but might just not be enough time. They're going to have to hurry.
Oh, Matthews nearly wanted that one. I mean, he was maybe a half a second earlier, and he was going to be taking it probably for a dunk.
And now pull up Jay. Walbert not able to finish. He took it early in the shot clock. Franklin trying to hurry. Ball got deflected, and Walbert with an incredible interception on the pass. And now they have time to run on this shot clock as Transy looks to try and seal this one away. And ball does get stolen. Matthews behind.
Oh, Saunders saw the vision, just could not get it to Matthews.
Matthews stole his cookies right behind him, and he nearly comes down with the rebound. Physical play, but another offensive one. And Matthews went for the block there.
And, he has had an incredible turnaround in this game. He had 7 points for probably the longest time in this second half. Now he's at 21 on really efficient shooting as well, just below 50%, and 4 for 7 from the 3 and 3 steals. He has completely turned it around in this second half. Just unfortunately, it won't be enough for the Grizzlies.
Yeah, it looks like we're going to get the end of game substitutions here for probably both sides. Grizzlies already have their guys at the scores table. First free throws up and in. So this will be Transy's 8th win in a row. They've won 7 going into this one. Now get their 8th. Their conference record is just spiked up in recent weeks. They're now 11-4 in conference play, and they're going to be competing for that number 1 seed with Anderson and Mount St. Joe. And Rose Holman.
I see Naib Brown, Luke Sims, Caden Temple, Ledger Gelfius, and Jace Burney out there for Franklin College. All very young players and kind of key pieces to the depth in the upcoming seasons for Franklin College as they, start to lose some upperclassmen in the future. You'll bring back Jesse Ferris and Cooper Matthews next year, but I believe you lose Saunders. You lose. I'm struggling to put the pieces together.
Yeah, there's
here.
not too many seniors on this team.
McNabb, you lose McNabb.
Yes, you do. Yeah, McNabb. A lot of big men you're going to definitely miss as they leave, but it's not too grand.
Yeah, not as bad as I guess I had thought
for Franklin, but these are definitely some people we're going to be seeing next year. As we are just a few games away from the end of the season. Seems to have gone by quickly as Transy walks away with a victory. So 83-68, the Pioneers come out on top, tie the season series at 1. Both teams split, but on the road.
Yeah, that's pretty abnormal.
Yeah, not something we see often, especially in conference play, but.
And this will be a tough pill to swallow for Franklin College. This is your 3rd loss in a row, a pretty big loss at home. But with the postseason coming up, you can't just sit back and think on these losses. You got to move on and get to the next opponent and string some wins together. You're not really out of it in the conference standings. You're 2.5 games now back, 3 games probably from first, and you've got 2 games remaining. So there's still a lot of climbing that to potentially be done. And 2 home games to end the year as well against Hanover and Manchester.
Yep, next time we'll be with you. We'll be this upcoming Saturday. We have a doubleheader against Hanover. The men's game first actually at 1 p.m. and then
really?
The women's game at 3 p.m. Yes, that is currently at least how it is on the schedule. Now, I think that maybe because I think the women's team does have a lot more seniors on it, including Jordan Kuhn.
Yeah.
And Kate Breeden, a lot of big names. Franklin, not too much of a graduating class on the men's team this year, but it'll be senior day. So last home game for the women's team, second to last home game for this Grizzlies team, or for this men's Grizzlies team. But Saturday we get that doubleheader for you against the rivals of Hanover in the men's conference. Hanover sits right there with Franklin, currently 5th. They have the same record as the Grizzlies, but we'll see what they do today, if they play today or soon. They were 13-9, as were the Grizzlies going into this game. Grizzlies now are 13-10, 9-7 in conference play. Hanover currently 9-6. So It'll be a very competitive matchup for both teams, not just because of the rivalry, but also because it's a massive game for both teams. Hanover could, with that win, project themselves into home court advantage for a game, and same with Franklin.
Yeah, exactly. Franklin College probably trying to look to save some home court advantage with these next 2 upcoming home games. Hanover in a great position to secure a home court advantage. But, I mean, Franklin College last year didn't exactly have great home court advantage. They played 1 game at home here against Berea and then went on to put an incredible postseason run and take home the HCAC postseason tournament championship. Yeah. So, I mean, anything is possible come March.
Yeah, and that was at Anderson, I believe, the tournament. And tournament could be hosted again in Anderson this year. Anderson competing for that number 1 seed alongside Mount St. Joe, Transy, and Rose Holman. So we'll see how the tournament ends up shaking out, but just a couple games now left after the men's game. They have 1 more home game next Wednesday, a week from now, against Manchester, and then tournament play that next Saturday, a week and a half away. So we're going to see you guys, everybody watching on Grizz TV at that time. Once again, we'd like to thank everybody for tuning into tonight's matchup, Franklin versus Transylvania. I'm Luke Shepard alongside my partner Tyler Young. Thank you, everybody, for tuning in. Have a great night.